Friday, 22nd of March. Got some news here. We just got an X-Class 1.1 just released from the sun. This was predicted by this gentleman here into thin air. And where's my response? There it is. You're so right. This was 6 hours ago. He called it. And God bless him. Here's the video right here. I'll leave a link down below.
There's a lot of talk going on about the sun and solar flares and this eclipse and all that stuff. But the thing I want to point out today is the possibility and likely possibility of a large solar flare over the next 48 hours.
He said this weekend happened is 6 hours later. We got our next class. Let's take a look and see what we could find out. Hope he comes back on the air soon. Okay, looking at space weather. Let's see if they're on top of it. Nope. Nope. They're talking about... I got a video coming out. I redone it. I'm just waiting it to finish. As soon as it edits, I'm going to throw that video out there too. It talks about this. And look at all those spots. Look like measles. And here's the size of the Earth. That little teeny tiny ball. We're in that time period, folks. Too many signs. And look at... Oh, now they raised it at 10%. It was 5% a little while ago. So we have an X-Class that occurred. Now the question is, where is it going? Okay, so here's the zone right now. Over there by Australia and Asia, in the Pacific, by Hawaii. So we dodged the bullet as far as radio. Oh, they're looking at an R3. Let's see if I find some more information. Now, if it is this one right here, where the pointer's at, that's Earth directed. Hate to say it, but we are living through the end times. These are happening over there in Saudi Arabia. We got storms, hail, rain, and we got this horrible, horrible, evil story in California. Which same thing happened in Haiti. I want to say the word. We'll put it on pause and read it right there. This is happening in Saudi Arabia, where the desert's turning into a sea of water. We got cracks opening up in Libya. This is things about the sun earlier. The sun is just going crazy. And then we have that thing in Russia. She's going to usher in World War III. U.S. reservists, U.S. Army published retiree recall. Mobilization of Army Reserve recall program. Read between the lines there, folks. This is the border. Everything's out of control. Violence on the streets. People just don't care. They're like demonically possessed. They don't have no God force in them. Attacking people. Ethnic attacks. We got girls, women doing things that you never would have imagined when I was young. Acting locas, acting out of control, possessed. The gates of hell is open. It's open. We got tornadoes in places where Iraq, they're not accustomed to this. This is stuff you see in the Midwest. More ethnic attacks. People going crazy in restaurants. Can't even go to a restaurant and eat. Women doing crazy stuff. They left her behind. People being dragged out of their house into vans, robbed in broad daylight in front of people. Don't care. Coming to a neighborhood near you. Divorce on the rise, out of control. God's commandments been broken. This migrant is saying that, yep, they'll take your house and ain't nothing you could do about it. Now, is this normal? More craziness. Broke his windshield, jumping on his car. It's out of control, folks. More ethnic attacks. It's everywhere now. I don't know if it's in the music, lack of God. It's out of control. No fathers. They did it in 1966, and this stupid over here laughing, and he'll be next. Professionals just dropping. Men that are healthy, just dropping left and right, left and right, left and right. Polar ice is melting. More hailstorms. This is over in Argentina this time. Hurricane force winds. Argentina, 150 miles per hour. Volcanoes awakening. This is Iraq. Iraq, desert. Well, now we know the Euphrates River is not dry anymore. More. This is coming out of the ground in Peru by the beach. Like I said, more volcanoes being awoken. More Euphrates River. It's overflow. It's got water now. Underground volcanoes under the ocean waking up. And we got ET on the move. We got the Holy Book here in the United States being banned in certain states, and tracking you. If you buy one, you're tracked. The Holy Book, the Word of God. Imagine that. Now, if you were God, tell me, what will you do? Magnetic field. Remember, some of this is not the auroras. Those are cracks in the magnetic field. China and Russia have an alliance. If Russia's attacked by NATO, China will join, and the other countries too. China mobilizing their troops, 200 million strong. Lord have mercy. All this has been prophesied. All this has been prophesied, written about. The book of Revelations and many prophecies of this moment in time. Finally admitting that water, there's a link between water and planet formation. Gee, wonder why I heard that one before. Okay, this image here is from Comet 67P. You think looking at that, wow, look at it, that's a snowstorm. Look at all that snow on the ground. That's not a snowstorm, that's protons, protons hitting the lens. In other words, electrified. It's not snow. The magic of water. Water is alive. Water is the universe. Water is everywhere. That's the liquid of God. Right there. I spoke about the butterfly effect. That's here in Florida. It's not going so good. Not going so good at all. Ancient volcanoes coming alive. Iceland. Human residents active. We even got snow in Egypt. Egypt, right by the Great Pyramids. China ready to intervene. In other words, they're ready. Yep. The world is out of control. I done my best. I'm just one person. I mean, I brought you not only this site for decades, over 3 decades now. Many sites, many long gone sites, many people that I work with. I mean, I done my little bit. I've been attacked. I am being attacked by the forces of Lilith and their dominions and their legions. It's out of control, people. I hate to be a bearer of bad news. And another thing too, when the eclipse happens, do not look up. Not look up. Your eyes will be damaged. That's my advice to you. Don't do it. But if you do it, you've been warned. What can I say? I mean, I'm not going to fuzzy it. I remember father figure is straight up. Tell it like it is. Yes, you can stock up and get your supplies ready and all that. You might first wave, second wave. When the sun, God, is enough is enough. There's no place on this planet where you're going to hide. It's obvious. I mean, it might not happen on the 8th. It might happen. Well, it might happen before the 8th or after the 8th or 40 days after the 8th. Remember the number 40. Regardless, the horror that's happening that I showed you in the beginning of the video with California, those are demonic spirits that do those things to other individuals. Those that attack the good, they think that they won, but in reality they lost. You don't attack God's chosen without thinking that you're going to get away with it. Oh, you get away with it for a while. You'll have money. You'll have all this power, control. But let me tell you something. I've been to the other side. You're not going to take none of that with you. And then if your name is not on the book of life, and when Jesus says, be gone, I don't know you. Remember, you're going to be remembered. You could fool everybody here of your lies and deceptions. But when it gets to heaven, when you're judged, there's no hiding. There's no hiding it at all. So this is it. There's going to be a rapture. A lot of good people, souls, spirits are going to be taken home.